all of you TFable beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Horizon Lost World of Darkness Mage, Season 1, Episode 31, Archer versus Mages. We are now working to subvert Kerr's plans for this campaign with our own plans. It's going to be glorious, it's going to be fun, and we're going to turn the world into furries.
Go fuck yourself.
No, he said it's going to be glorious, it's going to be fun, it's going to be perfect.
Survive today and we'll see about it. Actually, no. Survive this week and next week and we'll see about it.
Given
that this
please
is
update your
Archer-
icon.
Alright, give me a sec.
Given that this is.
Given that this is Archer versus Mages, do you want furries? Because that's how you get furries. I probably have a terrible Johnny Benjamin voice. I didn't even try.
You know, I feel like the last half hour here has just been a perfect microcosm of mages versus reality.
Yes.
That's exactly how the mage and reality feel when interacting.
And
Don't
it's
worry,
sad
Kerr, it'll
when
be
the Order of Hermes is on the side of reality.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Timber_Tyrants_Templar just resubscribed for 24 months. At the airport for now, but hey guys and gals, 2 years of service. 07 also here to watch Kerr break. He seems to do that whenever I'm watching equals 3.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Mortis_Diam_Lost just resubscribed for 4 months. Magical furries? What's the worst that could happen? Insert said a moon here.
Alright. So, Timber, thank you so much for that resub and your 2 years of support. Thank you. And Mortis, thank you for those 4 months of support. And there's Tochemay starting off a hype train.
Bitties.
Thank you for the biddies, Tochemay. Alright, let's get this actually started. Kerr, introductions.
Hi everyone, I'm Kerr. I am the storyteller for this game, and I totally cannot promise I'm not going to try my very best to murder my players today. So wish them luck, please.
With 100 eggy bitties.
A new subscriber. Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Werenimal just resubscribed for 15 months. Row. I'm a magic moth. Werenimal Pat.
Okay, well, we've got a whole lot going on right now. Thank you for the biddies, Tanya. Thank you, Werenie, for the resub and your 15 months of support. And Jeff, thank you for the 50 biddies. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the intros. Portia. Actually, I'll go. Hello, everybody. I am Razim, or Zim, and I am playing as Cody, the current architect of the Make the World Furry.
Tanya Sapien tipped $10. Furry mages, furry mages, furry mages.
Furry mages.
Thank you so much for that tip, Tanya. Now you can go ahead and go, Tanya.
Portia Wainwright, the life mage, the dedicated medic, currently a jackalope, and currently antagonizing God directly. Being played by Tanya, the anarchist, always a jackalope, and currently antagonizing God directly.
Hello, I am the Fox Bard, playing our good man Reinhardt. He is the Death Mage and investigator of the party. You know, if someone's murdered, he'll just ask them who murdered him. Dead to rights. Can't believe that hasn't happened yet.
All right,
And,
Tochemay.
I am Tochemay. I am playing War and Peace, an Order of Hermes mage, who has to keep reality from falling in around himself, around all these other mages, who call themselves mages.
Ah, so rude. You made me sad.
And last but not least, Werenie.
Hi, I'm
Tanya
Werenie, and I
Sapien
play
cheers with
Werenie.
100
I was a
activities.
human, but now I got TF'd to a moth. And now I'm following all these wizards. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells and turning people into furries.
All right. Since it's been a little while, we're going to turn the recap over to Kerr.
You don't need to do that. You guys can go ahead. I'm sure you guys know everything.
I actually did rewatch the VOD last night.
Go
All right,
ahead,
go for it,
Portia.
Tanya.
It might let you last a little bit longer.
Tochemay cheered with 2,000 eggy bitties.
Jeez, more biddies. Well, right now we're trying to get started with our tabletop game, and there's a hype train going on, Jeff.
Lamp.
Lamp.
I love Lamp.
Did you like the spicy
Okay,
lamp
so-
I sent you a picture of?
Yes.
Carry on, Tanya.
So it's been a wee bit of time, hasn't it? Let's see, what was going on? Can't quite recall exactly. Oh, for the love of the gods! Oh, for the love of the gods! We had just gotten back from dealing with the pattern spider. We were in a hallway. We appeared to be trapped in some kind of alternate dimension, some pocket, whatever. A ghost plane. The rest of the group had been abducted and forced into this location with us, which should have been immediately suspicious. We were then beset upon by 2 clockwork automatons. There were discussions that were happening in the background at the time, which you would think would be a detriment to our combat efficacy, but it turned out to actually be advantageous. After quickly dispatching with the automatons, I'm trying to remember his name. Fuck, why am I blanking? Why the fuck did I just blank on his name? Yeah. Fucking Druggy. Nesil's character. Why am I blanking?
I don't remember his name either.
Oh my fuck. Something McKenna? Why can I not remember his name? What the fuck? I mean, it's been a month, but still. I know at least one of you knows. You're just not saying anything because you're
Alexis.
fucking with me. Alexis, thank you. Alexis McKenna. Then Alexis gave us advance warning that there was going to be a large explosion. We were able to fortify our position. We were able to survive the explosion. The building, however, was not. It was then we discovered that an individual who we thought was an assailant that was making their way up the stairwell turned out to actually be an ally that had become aware that we were in distress. He yeah. Damn it. My brain is not wanting to do the dialect properly here. Once he rendezvoused with us, fuck. Yeah, I can't. I cannot fucking maintain that right now. My head is not functioning. So, guy met up. Totally not Santa Claus in any way. And then there was giant robot who emerges from the smoke after the explosion and is like, "Hello, I'm the bad guy. I was hired to kill you." And it would seem that the whole reason that we're in this little mini pocket dimension that's offset from reality is because Jack the Ripper sent us here as an attempt to kill us.
Welcome.
It's unclear whether or not he knows at this time that we are still alive in the little pocket realm.
Oh, he would know if we left the area because that would end his game and everybody else would be dead.
Just sends us off to the pocket dimension like SCP-106.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of... Okay, Werenimal, what you need to understand is that the stuff you come across in the SCP universe, a lot of it just, like, you can one-to-one copy it over to Mages and it wouldn't change a single damn thing.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Nice.
Tochemay tipped $110. Animal people are more for the changelings. Razim cool.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to get turned back into a human, and I'll be sad as I'll miss my extra set of arms.
Tochemay, thank you so much for that tip. The tip goal has been fully completed. And thank you all so much for the hype train as well. I really appreciate all the support today, guys. It means so much. I really appreciate it.
Pat the Zim.
Tochemay, you may survive the coming cleansing.
But Warren might not.
Fine, I'll just roll a new character.
Warren may survive the coming cleansing.
Alright, guys, I've got my next character ready. Hello, everybody. I am Cody Jr. I'm here to avenge my father and complete his...
Disallowed.
and complete his lifelong dream.
Name
Feel the backhand of justice.
Feel the backhand of justice. That is the correct statement.
All right, time to get some music going for proper not holding back. I'm not trying to kill you. But now this time you might find my gloves might be coming off a little bit and I might be doing a little bit less hand holding for you guys.
Hey, Kerr, just remember, if you kill off Portia, I have a canonical excuse to just come right back as a reincarnation.
By the way, everyone, please remember to make clips. So far, we have had so many clippable moments. Don't forget to make them.
Kerr, you wouldn't kill the poor defenseless human, would you?
Yes, I would.
Oh, Zim, he is going to kill you in real life. The next time he visits, don't drink or eat anything. Dear, does this coffee taste...
Except, the thing is, I seek death.
Wow. Dark. I'll let Rose know you're interested. We should get started sometime today.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we should. Don't worry, I have all the stats and such and everything here. So, was there anything else that anyone wanted to add before we got going and everything?
Yeah, I wanted to update my last will and testament.
Yes, what would you like to update it to?
Ooh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna leave
I would like to
everything to
update it-
Cody Jr.
Disallowed.
I'm gonna update it to remind Domino that I can't pay back my debt if I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Domino can take payment right before a moment of death.
As this large warrior slowly turns to face you guys yet again, a massive metal longbow in one hand. He seems to regard each and every one of you through you can see almost faint white glowing eyes within the helmets as they just kind of look over each one of you for a few moments. Before he begins to reach for his bow to draw back the string of it. And we can now go into initiative.
Going just straight into the combat because screw everybody.
Dex plus wits for everyone, please.
How do I roll my initiative?
I don't think we have a character sheet ready for you quite yet.
But why not? It's
Yeah.
been a month.
Because I was dealing with things.
Busy.
Yeah, it's fair. It's been a busy
fair.
month for everyone, I think.
Yeah, I guess. There was the whole con thing, getting all prepped for that.
Opening the sheet.
There were
Dex.
other things that
Also
came
my
after that
cat
I'm not going to
passing
discuss
away.
on stream.
Yeah.
Or Cody's going to discuss it on stream, I guess.
Kerr,
Dex plus
since
what?
I didn't get to see you at AC, I'll have to come to Omaha and I'll buy you and Zim dinner.
This is 2 attributes.
Dex plus what?
Wits.
Dex plus wits.
I think Cody's going first.
We'll see.
Wolf Mage, I believe you can post those to the Discord, though. Yeah, what Zim said in chat. Yeah, I'm going last.
Alright, so what did everyone get then? And I can...
I got a 2.
Hang on a second.
I might not be able to do magic, but I have a gun.
Cast bullet.
I cast bullet at your head.
Yeah, I cast bullet with haste.
Shadow Wizard buddy guy. You love casting spells. Pulls out Glock.
Yeah, I only have 2 on the initiative. See, it's just Portia's deciding whether or not she should summon Adamant. It's like, she'd really be really useful here, but she was also kind of a dick to me.
Reinhardt has 4. And Warren is 5. Alright, so our dear friend goes just a hairbreadth faster than Cody. As almost faster than your eyes can keep up with. His hand comes up, draws back the bow as he raises it up, and you can see multiple glowing arrows form on the bow as he draws his arm back much further than you would expect a normal person to even be able to. And he lets go as what looks to be 4 arrows turns into dozens of arrows, all of them flying at you guys. You guys have a choice. You can attempt to use magic to try to protect yourself. Or you guys can attempt to get out of the way or get something between you guys and this storm of arrows that's currently coming right at you. Keep in
Nevis
mind,
parry?
you guys are surrounded by rubble and such from the devastated hotel, so you would have cover that you could attempt to use.
Since I just lowered myself down from the kudzu vine at the end of the last session, it would be right there next to me. So Portia's going to quickly just spread that out into a wall of vines.
Are you going to try to protect everyone or just yourself?
As far as I have time to before the arrows arrive. Actually, I have the pocket watch, so yeah, I would try to use the pocket watch to buy myself some extra time to spread out the vines as much as possible.
Okay.
So one hand on the watch, the other hand aiming at the vines.
Okay, you can attempt to do that. So we have what Portia is going to attempt. Warren, what would you like to try to do?
I still have my protective circle going.
Okay.
From last time.
If the protective circle came down with us, because I thought we'd fallen down a couple floors or whatever.
Warren is maintaining it through force of will. As long as he doesn't move, the circle won't go away. Alright, so you can try to keep the circle of protection going for you guys. Reinhardt, what would you like to try to do?
Oof. How far is this guy?
30 feet.
30. Oh.
Which is why you have time. Which is why you have right now you have a giant storm of arrows coming at you. That's the thing is, how do you want to try to deal with the giant storm of arrows that's starting to turn you all into pincushions?
Can I use death magic to rapidly decay the arrow shafts to basically just make it a bunch of arrowheads that no longer have force behind them?
They were made out of. I think you said they're made out of light.
He could attempt to use magic though to disrupt the spell that's holding the arrows together. Yes, that is something you could use entropy for.
Awesome. I do have entropy.
Yes. That is something you could attempt to do, Reinhardt. And then Cody, what would you like to try to do?
Well, Cody's still got Nevis, right?
Yes.
Nevis can parry them, right?
He could try.
Fine, I'll just get behind cover.
I know, I'm just saying he can try. I can't guarantee it will work or not depending on the dice rolls.
I feel like what was going on there was that because Zim knows that you're I'm taking the gloves off now, he was reading into the tone of voice there.
Nevis would have the capability of trying to defend you from the arrow storm, yes. That was more what I intended it to be. Okay.
And Werenimal?
He doesn't have his character sheet done. I'm just gonna have him be able to survive this encounter because he's not fully ready, and that's also partially on me. So I'm not going to be out to try to murder him.
Okay.
It could just say that he's hiding behind the wall of vines.
I'm going to take one pot shot with the gun at him and hide. And that shot probably, that's gonna miss. So I'm just focused on hiding.
Did you say a nut shot?
No, I took a pot shot out with the gun I have.
Okay, so
and I was hiding.
at first I like ran that over my head a couple times. I was like, wait, did he seriously just say that?
You have bow thing, I have gun, and I hide.
Alright, so could I have each person who is attempting to use magic please roll your arete for me?
Arete!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Go for the eyes, boo. Go
you
for
said
the
that
eyes. Rusk!
You said that our magic was more effective in this location than it is in baseline reality, right?
It is easier to use here.
All right, what's difficulty then?
It's still 6.
Okay.
But you won't get paradox though while you're here. Fighting in the spirit world is like where mages want to fucking unload everything.
So I did specify making as many vines as I can, and I just rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's kudzu, man.
We have influence
It
that
just
I've
naturally-
sent to you, Kerr.
Just naturally like that.
I was dead.
Let me check the influence. Sure, I will allow that influence to happen. That is an acceptable influence. So, all right. So then, Reinhardt.
Yeah.
How do you attempt to use your magic here? What is your focus? Like, how is the way that you're trying to disrupt these arrows?
Using entropy to anti-magic them?
How do you use entropy, though? Like, that's the thing. How do you use entropy magic?
What's your focus?
What's your focus? Like, what's the way you do magic? Like, Cody has his supercomputer. Portia has her bracelets and her symbols that she creates. Warren.
Oh, you mean my voodoo?
Yes, like, how are you doing this magic? How are you attempting to do it?
Well, Reinhardt has some skulls of the damned that he keeps around.
Okay.
What, do you just crack them together?
Look,
Practice
man,
spells and
I
save
never
those
understood this part, okay? It's like, I got totems, I got cool things, but I just always imagined him using them as like a focus. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these things, man.
He just whips out a shrunken head, whispers at it, and that's how he casts the spell.
Yeah, basically, it's like, listen, I don't have time to do a tarot card reading here.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that's what I'm asking though, is the way a mage's magic works. Two mages who have the exact same spheres and sphere level can't do the same effects because they don't believe the magic works that way. They don't have the tools and such necessary to do it. That's why I was asking, like, Reinhardt, how are you trying to voodoo these arrows as they're flying towards you to curse them and to break them apart?
Yeah.
Well, generally speaking, that's either it. I'm either like saying a curse or calling upon the spirits of the damned or my friends from the other side.
Like,
So I assume it's like the action itself is basically just a verbal component.
Well, no, in this game, you actually describe the way you go about doing it. That's why I have to ask you this question.
Yeah. Like,
The
yeah,
shadows
Alexis, he has...
The shadows of the damned reach up in order to try to grasp and dissolve the arrows from the darkness of the ground.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like what I'd be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so how about this? He just, like, interacts with the shrunken head, and then just ghost hands grab the arrows mid-flight and try to drag them off course.
Okay.
Is that a way
Warren-
to say that it happens?
That's a very acceptable way of doing it. I would totally be down for that.
If anything, I'd have the spirits try to eat the magic. Since I'm using entropy here.
Also, possibility of something you could do, yes. Warren, what exactly are you trying to do here?
Having the sigil still around everybody, I'm having the light of the sigil come up to be a protective wall around everybody.
Okay. And Portia, you are attempting to grow anti-arrow vines.
Yeah, so with one hand, she's clicking the stopwatch to give herself as much time to draw as possible. With the other hand, she's just going right down the length of the vine and just going grow, 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 grow. Just copy-paste the same command over and over again.
Fuck, 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 grow!
Yeah, exactly. She's just copy-pasting the command for the kudzu to spread out to create a wall.
And Cody immediately just like, oh, fuck a duck. And takes cover behind you guys and hits the deck. Which is honestly pretty smart, as Calvin would probably do the same thing. So, the end result of this. Reinhardt, your voodoo spirits rise up from the shadows of the arrows, attempting to grasp and devour the magic of the arrow. And something seems to get in the way, though. Like, when your magic hits the arrows, it's like hitting a solid wall. And they just can't get into the arrows to stop them or slow them down. For Warren, your wards go up in front of the vines, extending outwards, and flare up like a wall of solid light. These arrows strike the wall, and their tips begin to glow and blaze before they pierce through it as though it wasn't even there. However, when it pierces your wall, Warren, the glow of the arrows seems to go out, and the arrows look almost like normal arrows as they impact Portia's vine walls. And they almost break through it. They almost, like, they get all the way through to almost like the feathers on the end of the arrows before they are stopped. Maybe like a foot away from you guys. And you guys may attempt an intelligence plus occult roll in order to identify what the fuck just happened.
Boy, I do love being smart about the occult. Where's my... There it is.
Dook 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 dook. Dook 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 dook.
A dook a dook. Dook dook a dook dook. A dook a dook 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 dook. Oh wait, what's Santa doing?
Probably delivering Christmas presents.
He was making sure Calvin stayed safe.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, his
Thanks,
spear
Santa.
his spear just ignited in flames, and he just slashed it out, and every arrow that would have got past the wall and possibly hit Calvin was just incinerated by his flames. All right, Warren, what you saw there, what happened with your wall and Reinhardt's magic, is that was magic resistance. That was a being or creature who is capable of. It's not negating magic so much as basically saying magic doesn't work against it. However, it's not tremendously powerful. It can only negate one or two magical effects before it will eventually get overwhelmed and it will stop working. So the arrows, as far as you can tell, the arrows took Reinhardt and Warren and your magic effects and negated them, but they could not stop Portia's magic.
The arrows
So
are
it's
prime
blade of
enforced.
shielding. Oh. Yeah, it's just a blade of shielding.
Yeah. Basically, it broke off the first two layers of magic that tried to stop them, and then they didn't have enough to get through your wall. Because even though they negated Reinhardt and Warren's magic, their magic did affect them and slow the arrows down a little bit. Though it did not have the necessary effect that they wanted it to have. But all three of you guys working together, that was enough to slow the arrows down so they did not penetrate the wall and get through to you guys.
So, Warren, you're doing the thing. Sorry, I kind of jumped on you actually describing the thing. Sorry. Tochemay?
I'm here.
You were gonna say the thing? Sorry, I had jumped on you before.
I was saying that the arrows were prime enforced.
Ain't that just fucking great?
That is his turn, though. So it is going to be Cody's action now.
Meanwhile, hit that same level with like someone who's not a romanceable
I don't know.
option, and they're like, "Man, I'm so glad."
I
we're best
guess
of bros, friends,
Nevis
so
can
you
go
and me,
attack,
friend,
or
friends,
I don't
so
know.
let's go hang out, friends.
Oh, does Nevis have
Well,
any
I guess
ranged
based
attacks?
on the fact that the Kerr's not responding, then I guess I'll just pass.
Let's go date.
No, I was trying to think of
You just don't want it right now.
if there was something special that you could do and that would be helpful. I was trying to find something to offer advice and such. One moment. Give me just a second.
A generous bestowal.
Fox Fiendaji tipped $10. Sorry Kerr for bugging you in Discord while you were running a game. Here's a little I'm able to spare.
Foxfiend, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Sorry for that. Just checking.
Tanya Sapien
You
is
could have-
giving a big lick to Fox Fiend.
Did I just break Kerr?
Kerr?
Sorry, my mom just texted me. I was checking it. You can have Nevis attack if you'd like. You could also dismiss Nevis in order to access your own magic as well. Either one would be possibilities that you can try to do.
Sure. I'll dismiss Nevis and use correspondence to grab those barriers that he had used before. Some very heavy-duty anti-weaponry barriers. Blast shields.
Okay. Roll Arete.
And Cody himself, he's behind a piece of rubble, which is behind a wall of vines, so he's pretty well sheltered right now. Just frantically typing things into his console.
5.
Yes, you are able to summon up a set of blast shields. Are you going to try to set them up before the entire party, or mostly focus like around yourself and everyone like near you?
The party. He's
Okay.
gonna make a line of these things. He's gonna set them up, you know?
As a large, basically iron wall of defense basically rises up in front of you guys to be able to crouch behind. And they are behind your wall of vines, Portia.
I just came up with an amazing, awesome synergy magic idea, but I'll wait until it's my turn for it.
I think that's it for Cody.
Then it would be Warren, your turn.
Okay. I'm behind all these walls right now.
And you're still not sure if it's going to be enough to stop his next attack. Because from what you guys can gather from that first shot, that was him not really necessarily trying. That was just him firing normally.
Oh, when I'm talking about blast shielding, I'm talking about stuff that can hold up against Wostein.
Oh, I know.
Like, so basically anti-vehicle barricades.
Yes.
No, I'm talking
I know.
about the nuke. You know, the pet nuke.
Yeah, he's talking about like military grade, like anti-nuclear blast shielding. Hopefully,
You named the nuke Wostein?
Yes, we established this.
I had blocked out that memory. It was too traumatic.
Okay. Drop my barrier. I'm going to point out my arm.
Yes,
grab
that's
it
an
in
arm.
the air, and slide it straight down like it's going over the bow. The actual ribbon of the bow, to make it so that it doesn't move. using the arm specialized to create it so that it has a barrier so that the actual bow won't move.
So you're trying to lock his bow in place?
The actual
Bowstring.
Not the wood. Yeah, the bowstring, not the bow.
So he can't notch arrows back against it?
Yes.
Okay. So in order to actually use your hand for that, you would need to be able to touch him.
I'm too far away.
You can
Yeet
attempt
the
to
Merlin.
you can attempt to use magic to affect it from range, but to do that like specifically with your hand, you have to be able to touch it for that to work, which is why it's so powerful, because of the limitation.
Yeah, and I don't have correspondence, and that's a good reason why. And I don't think I'm fast enough to get up to where he is. Around
you could attempt to get up to him. The thing is, though, you're going to be within you're going to be within melee range of him. I would let you move and attempt to touch the bow if you wanted to. You might need to make a little bit of an athletics roll to get through like all of the shields and stuff that went up. Parkour! But I would allow you, if you wanted to try to do so, to make it up to the bow and actually touch it in the same turn. I would allow you to do that. I would not necessarily recommend it, because he would be in melee range of you, and you don't want to be in melee range with him.
No, I'll just keep the barrier going.
Okay. That is also wise, because he's probably going to try to kill you even harder now.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
For the record, the
Really
shields
close.
that Cody brought are mundane.
Okay. They will still help at least a little bit, no matter what.
Basically, just concrete-filled steel slabs.
That is enough to slow things down. They might not survive more than one arrow, but they could probably stop one arrow at least, which would save your life.
So yeah, these it's not just the shielding about these arrows that are magical. They carry a lot of kinetic force behind them, like cannon shells.
If I had to put it into perspective, based on what you saw, each of these arrows is like a 50 caliber sniper rifle round.
Yeah, that would explain why it went clean through the vines up to the fletching.
Yeah, these are like 50 caliber rounds.
To get past these vines, you need an anti-tank rifle, and holy shit, that's an anti-tank rifle!
Which is
Timber,
cannons.
I am not going to allow that one right now, because I don't know of a way that I could make it work very well.
Timber can't join the bundle.
Why do I get the feeling that's literally what he was asking for, was for Timber to show up?
Timber tried. He did try. Moriarty, it is your turn though too. Reinhardt.
Is it a thing that I can do to try to sap someone's mana?
That would be Prime.
Be Prime.
Mm-hmm. Prime usually has to do directly with like magic and such.
So I can't entropy someone preemptively.
You could try to give him bad luck.
It feels basic though.
I mean, it may be basic, but it's a simple spell, but quite unbreakable.
Yeah, so let me give you the term. Entropy magic is more like, I'm not really going to try to make a certain thing happen. I just want bad things to happen. And you let the magic go and hope to God that it's fun. Entropy. Have you ever seen Final Destination?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what entropy magic
yeah.
does.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been over this before.
How
actually. This
how
exact
good
comparison.
can it do this?
It depends on the area that you're in and such, and like if there's enough. It's easier to do in a place where things could go wrong, if that makes sense.
Such as an unstable building that's actively crumbling?
Possibly, yes. Also, note, I do want to say, because of Warren's role, Warren would have been able to identify the anti-magic protection that he has. It comes from him, not the arrows themselves. He gave that protection to the arrows by just firing them. Trying to affect him specifically with magic, you're going to basically need to hit him multiple times to break the protection and then hit him with the actual spell. And you have to do it before his protection comes back up, which it will on his turn.
Yeah, this guy's a mage assassin.
I got an
specifically
idea.
meant for killing mages.
No, it doesn't protect him from things that don't specifically affect him, though. Or his items that he has. It will protect his bow and such. What do you want to try to do, Reinhardt?
So I would like to pull out a tiny animal skull, because of course I would have one of those.
Yes, you probably
and I would. Like
would.
And as a nice little voodoo sacrifice to the trickster spirits, I'm going to crush it. Let it just drop it as dust and bone shards. And I'm going to be calling for trickstery type spirits to start just fucking with the environment around him, but not him.
Mm-hmm.
And if this place is falling apart, maybe I can get some beams to drop on him or something. Basically, I'm not targeting him with the magic.
You're targeting everything around him.
Yeah!
Yes.
Final Destination style.
You're going to make this battlefield start trying to kill him, too.
Yeah!
He's going to... Every time he tries to take a step, he gets raked by a loose beam.
Or the ground beneath his feet crumbles.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yes,
hey, that
yes.
fucking fit... That works for me, man.
Yes, that would severely disrupt him. If it works out. It can slow him down, definitely. You may make your Arete roll to attempt to do so.
Arete. Arete. It's an Arete too. That's okay.
That is a success, yes.
You
can feel the spirits accept your sacrifice. And you can feel them, like, you get the sense of, like, they're cracking their knuckles and getting ready to unleash holy hell.
I have rolled a 1 on my Arete. Domino, domino, save my day.
Oh, why am I hearing song going on right now?
What song?
The song you were humming. I was making a joke.
Which one? There are two songs.
Princess and the Frog one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're ready.
Yeah, I was doing parody lyrics of by Era. Because the actual lyrics of that song are Doreme, interimo adapere doreme, ameno, ameno. I was doing parody lyrics for that, but it's Arete and Domino.
So yes, the spirits are going to get into helping you on their next turn, on his next turn, to fuck around with things. Portia, your turn.
So, what I am going to do is I'm going to rearrange the vines so that the arrows that pierced through are now pointing outwards, and the
Mhm.
vines themselves are braced up against the barricades with firing slits, small gaps in between the vines.
Mhm.
Fuck, there was something else I was going to do, but I can't remember what it was now. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, yes. And she's going to attempt to graft on. And it's probably going to take a little bit for them to mature. She's going to begin creating the sandbox tree fruiting bodies
Oh,
on the
fuck
outside,
those things.
on the outside of the vines. So basically, reactive armor for the wall. Okay. I would like to put these are her bread and butter weapons: kudzu vines and sandbox
Tanya?
trees. Those are the two things she's really good with.
Tanya,
What?
do me a favor and just make sure that you keep the center of the barricade uncovered. I have plans.
These things. Well, yeah, Cody would be able to say that when he sees her rearranging the vines to wrap them around the barricades. So she would leave
Why
gaps
do you
in
think
the
I'm
vines for
saying?
whatever it is he's planning on doing. Yeah. So yeah, she would be leaving some arrow slits, the arrows that are stuck into them pointing outwards, and leaving the gaps where Cody indicates. So yeah, that's
I'm
what
gonna
she's
give
spending her
Calvin
turn
a
doing, is
toy.
modifying the vines. Oh no! He doesn't have any magic, so put him on a turret? It's like a video game. I'm assuming I should roll Arate here?
Yep.
Willpower. Oh, that's much better. 1, 2. Roll a 4.
Very good.
Yep.
And I only have 2 points of willpower left.
You put the vines to work, and they begin to flow over the barricades and begin to grow the fruit, which should hopefully be ready by next round. All right. So, his turn again. All right. So, Reinhardt.
Yeah?
You can see your spirits are moving forward to begin their fuckery, and you see him just like shift his head slightly and just kind of swing his arm out, and a massive shockwave just launches those spirits in all direction. And based on what you're seeing, you know how you can influence bad luck?
Oh no.
Yeah?
This guy is basically like has so much good luck, he's like poison to them.
He just passed the vibe check. Oh no.
However, he did have to put a little bit of his attention into stopping them from fucking with him. So he is going to be suffering a little bit of a penalty for this turn. Let's see. What is he going to try to do this time? Give me a moment. Double check things. That skill doesn't go into effect yet. He's not going
to level
use
up. Good to know.
that yet. Yeah, he's just going to see what he can do here. By focus firing. Could someone roll me a d4, please?
I don't wanna. It's gonna hurt. But no one else seems to be rolling it, so...
4.
Hey, Portia!
No! No. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's putting almost all of his focus on firing a single arrow this time.
Oh no. Put it down. Told you not to touch that darn thing.
Yeah, no. So last time you saw him use multiple arrows and fire them. This time it's just one single arrow. And he's aiming towards you, Portia, as he draws back as far as his arm can go and launches it. The force of which, though, causes the ground beneath his feet to crack and his foot to go down. But he doesn't seem to be that bothered by it, as he was able to get the shot off right before the ground crumbled and got his leg stuck. So, everyone, you now see a blazing beam of light basically heading right for Portia.
No, don't come back.
Do I have any time to react, or is this just an I'm fucked moment?
You have time to react, which is why I said you guys have like a few seconds to react to this. He got slowed down by the ground crumbling under his leg.
What are our
Portia,
options for reacting?
Probably magic.
I'm going to use life and prime to try to harden my living bracelet and use it as a shield.
Okay.
I have 3 points of prime and 5 points of life.
You would be able to attempt to do that, yes. Does anyone want to try to assist in protecting you?
I'm just gonna use... It's just a single arrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna use correspondence to move Portia out of the way.
That works?
Why try to protect
Okay.
against it if you could just move the target?
Okay. You can attempt to do that, Cody. What does everyone else want to try to do?
Gonna move my shield directly around Portia.
Okay, so you're taking it basically from everyone else and just focusing it on Portia?
Yep.
Okay. Reinhardt?
Sorry, what was the question?
Portia has a giant arrow of death coming at her.
I can do anything to react?
Magic mostly, but yes. Cody is trying to teleport her out of the way. Warren is setting up a basically warding circle specifically around her. And you can attempt to do something as well.
Oof. Can
Sorry, I tried
use...
to turn you into a vampire in another reality.
Can I use life to try and give her a life shield? Question mark.
How so?
Like I guess like temp HP in concept.
Well, in theory, the teleport should be sufficient.
I mean, yeah, but like a little extra never hurt.
Yeah, I mean, redundancy.
Like, is that a thing? Can I give temp HP?
Theoretically, yes, you could attempt to do so.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Like, having an aura of life be applied to her.
Okay.
I get the feeling this beam hitting the barricades is going to be like the test footage of railguns that's all over the internet.
So could I have everyone roll Arete, please? Warren, you do now know about this, so you can attempt to stop the counter magic that he has on his arrows, now that you're aware of it.
Okay.
Okay.
If Cody does fail to teleport me, which it looks like he should be able to. Oh, he might.
I'm going to
actually
use
have-
willpower.
If he fails to teleport me, I'd like to put a reminder that the bracelet itself actually is the casting focus of the prime. So as far as hardening the bracelet goes, it is considered a magic item.
Mm-hmm. Warren, do you have any paradox right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. I need. You're in the spirit world right now. You're specifically doing a prime effect.
Mm-hmm.
Warren, your magic just stops working. Like, you try to do everything, and it just stops working.
Oh.
Understandable. I've been trying too hard recently.
You've barely been doing anything with your magic.
Um,
From last session, yes, I was doing more.
Cody begins typing in coordinates into his supercomputer as Portia blinks and teleports.
For the
Yes.
record, I am teleporting Portia to the opposite side of the archer.
Oh, behind
Just
him.
in case the arrow is, tracking her.
Homing.
Also, it gives us a flanking opportunity. Oh, it was.
no.
It was a tracker, wasn't it?
It was a tracker, yes. His EX skill, mechanical archery, makes it so no matter what, his arrow will always lock on and follow the target until it hits something.
Oh my gosh.
So I predicted your plot.
It's like, yes, according to the skill he has, his arrows will follow until they hit something. And I was going to go like, yeah, you teleport Portia, the arrow stops and turns and follows, but you do get enough time to react again. And then Warren rolled a 1, and I was like, oh, well, this is not good. But now the arrow is heading back towards him. And his leg is stuck.
Yeah.
He can't dodge this. Give me a moment. I need to check his stats real quick.
And Stanley died again.
I believe that I have just rolled an IRL tactical nat 20.
Let's see. So he does have that going for him, but he also is hitting with the force of that.
I will smite you with the force of a sun. Yes, you will smite you with the force of a sun. Wait, what?
Yeah, he's not using his ultimate arrow, which is very good for you guys, but he is using Shinsei Hachiro, which is an insta kill for most normal people. It's capable of killing several people with a single arrow, and he was using that to try to kill Portia.
Understandable, no.
So for the chat,
yes.
just to give a small recap while Kerr is currently figuring all this out. He shot a big arrow at Portia. And I'm sitting here like, I'm just going to teleport Portia out of the way. And my plan was to teleport Portia behind the archer, just in case it has a tracking function. It did. So now that arrow's going to directly into the big bad boss.
Whose leg is stuck because of a little bit of bad luck that Reinhardt gave him, which is like, it wasn't going to be a big deal. He could just pull his leg out after he finished firing the arrow. But he can't pull his leg out and get out of the way at the same time.
Happens to be stuck right when the arrow flips direction. Does that count as bad luck?
I am going to say yes. Yes, it does. The little trickster spirits were really fucking pissed they got thrown around by this asshole. So they suddenly realized, well, we can't get close to him, but this arrow isn't close to him. We can fuck with that!
See a whole bunch of little gremlins up on a balcony eating popcorn watching this happen. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, so he has this mechanical archery skill, which makes so his arrow cannot miss. So he cannot avoid it. Shinsei Hachiru is going to just rip fucking through that defense he has. He has that going for him, but that's going to be yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen, that he's going to so I think that's enough. Let me make sure I rolled the right number of dice.
That was a lot of dice.
I rolled a little bit too many. That was my fault.
a little bit.
DM got dice happy.
Okay, there we go. That's how many I should have rolled.
Still a lot of dice.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
so-
we're playing Exalted.
So Portia, do you want to know how many arrows or how many dice he gets to roll to hit you with that if you don't use magic to protect yourself? 22.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And the
That's-
arrow.
That's why it was still a good idea to take defensive measures despite the vines and the barricades.
So, fun fact, so I expected him to pull off his most powerful technique, which he was going to do next round. And the donation goal was actually going to be having your flame friend actually tank one of them for you, so it didn't instant wipe the group and give you guys a chance to go, oh yeah, we need to take him out now. Unfortunately, Cody might have done something for that.
You hear that, God?
So we get a few more dice because he has 10s, which, believe me, I don't like rolling.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Do you know how many successes he rolled on that?
I would like before you reveal, I would like to point out, you started this out saying that you were going to take the gloves off. Okay, fine, you've taken the gloves off. Now punch yourself.
It's
Yeah.
at least 11.
15 successes on hitting himself. And because of his effect with the bow,
Yeah. Yes, Merle. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
So please watch
just
the
sitting
shadow
here.
of the dice that I get to roll.
I'm just sitting here eating some pizza while enjoying the show of my chaos.
The best chaos is that is done by dropping a single stone. The press of the wrong button, the toppling of the wrong domino, the falling of the wrong stone. That is the essence of chaos. Would like to take this opportunity to spread out invitations for the Razim Memorial. He's not dead yet, but he's going to be the next time that Kerr visits. So we're just, getting ready for that in advance.
I'm not dead yet.
So you wonder how many successes on damage he rolled?
A lot.
26.
If that had hit us, how much damage would that have been?
You have 7 HP.
So it's 27. It was 20 HP of damage that he did.
26 damage of HP.
To himself, yeah.
Emotional damage.
Like I said, there was a reason the donation goal was going to be a protective shield to negate one of his attacks for you guys, as well as who also gave you guys another shield as well. If this guy hit you, he very well could have put you into the ground, which is why I let you guys attempt to use magic to protect yourselves each round. But yeah, no, the arrow comes back, comes hurtling towards him like a comet, as he almost immediately realizes what is going on, as the arrow strikes him and basically shears through the left side of his body. Like, the entire upper left half of his body is no longer there. And you can see what looks to be like clockwork and machinery inside of his body.
Quickly, somebody get salt water.
System non-functioning. As you see him kind of twitch. Cannot continue mission. Initiate self-destruct.
Oh! Okay.
You guys have a chance to react to that.
Cody, open the door. Cody, open the door. Cody, open the door. Cody,
Correspondence to move my blast shields to completely encase him.
It's a pressure vessel. That makes explosions worse.
You can also use correspondence to contain the area as well as using the blast shields too.
True.
Basically give yourself a double line of defense.
Alternatively, I just, send him into, orbit.
Also a possibility you could attempt to do. But yes, you guys have about 10 seconds before he explodes.
Reinhardt, could you maybe get us out of here? You can take us back to baseline, right?
Baseline?
It's a reality.
Oh, yeah, I can try.
Gotta go,
I
gotta
will
go, gotta
attempt to
go,
do
gotta
that.
go.
Fuck. Make an irritate roll.
Do some Naruto hand gestures.
Nimble, don't botch this.
I can willpower this, right?
Yes.
Please
Alright,
do.
cool. That's my last willpower. Oh no, it's worse!
Oh god, no! Oh god, no! Reinhardt, do you have any paradox?
No, actually.
Oh god, this is spirit magic attempting to open a gateway.
Can I help him?
Do you have spirits?
I have
one
all of the
spirit.
spheres.
Do you have spirit 4?
I have Spirit 1, but I do have Prime 3.
I have
you-
Prime 3 and Spirit 1 as well.
You do not have enough for that specific thing to help him with.
But I also
Entropy
have
could help.
Correspondence.
You would need spirit, at least spirit 3, in order to attempt to help him.
Well, what about Entropy? Give him good
Were
luck.
you trying to luck out?
You could theoretically try to use entropy to give him luck, but I thought you were making the blast shield.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do Blast Shield. As well as Cushion of Correspondence and direct the blast in... We'll just send it off in one
Send it-
direction, harmless direction.
Yeah, just sending
Up in-
it skyward.
Up into
works.
the air.
I don't think I want to send it
That's
skyward, considering we're on the bottom floor of a very tall hotel.
This is true.
I mean, fair enough. Fair fucking enough.
So,
And
could
of course sampling it.
someone give me a D20 roll, please?
Okay. 13.
Give me a moment, please.
Of course, it'd be a 13. That's just poetic at this point.
It is kind of poetic, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so give me a moment. Let's see.
I take responsibility. I'm the one that told him to burn willpower.
Oh. Okay, okay, I guess we're doing that. Reinhardt, when you attempt to open a portal to get everyone out, there is, you feel the portal start to form and start to build out before the thing explodes a few seconds early, and your portal gets jolted by all of the energy this thing is releasing. And then the portal explodes, engulfing all of you guys in a wave of magical light.
Oh,
As everything goes dark for a few moments, and you slowly come to in a massive, beautiful ballroom.
uh-oh.
Darlings, you know I love the company. However, what are you doing dropping into my my ballroom without an invitation. Not that I'm necessarily against my knight just showing up. However, I feel these are things that you need to work on here. Just
we literally
falling out
got
of the sky.
We just got blasted out of reality.
Yeah, you guys are currently like groaning on the ground after it felt like someone just grabbed you and yeeted you off a cliff. And the next thing you know, you're here.
Reinhardt is on the ballroom floor in the Family Guy death pose.
I'm doing the Family Death Get pose, but with 4 arms.
Don't worry, I'm just Yamcha'd.
Oh shit, he's Yamcha'd!
There's moth dust everywhere.
Yamcha's been Yamcha'd! Darlings, welcome to my ballroom again. Hello, my knights. Now, if I may ask, what are you doing here?
It was an accident.
Well, yes, I can tell that, darling. But what happened? I wish to know, darlings.
So, you know how you're hunting Jack the Ripper? Well, he started hunting us and sent a giant robot assassin.
I see. Tell me more.
So we made it. Cody decided to pull a no reverse card. He told it to stop hitting itself, and it didn't take too kindly to that, and it decided to self-destruct. And now we're here.
Yes, I must say, darlings, congratulations. Usually, most mortals cannot make all the way into Arcadia, into my true domain. So, I really have to say, I must say, bravo, darlings, bravo. Welcome. Now.
We were fighting a representation of Tomatomo.
Oh, the one who shot down those boats back in ancient Japan.
Yes, the very same.
Oh, darlings, you certainly don't fool around now, do you? Well then. Since you're here, darlings, how about you do something for me, and I'll send you back to reality for you, without having your souls be mangled beyond any possibility of recovery.
Callus just sits up looking very confused and worried.
Okay. Portia's just going to quickly grab Calvin's attention. Do not speak to anyone here. Do not accept any gifts offered. Do not accept any deals. Do not apologize for anything. Just don't interact.
And don't be rude.
Just polite silence.
Cal will just nod and give a flutter to his moth wings.
So, darlings, what do you think of my little offer, You do a little something for me, and then I will help you all return back into reality. Which, believe me, is not anything to be trifled with, considering you're all the way... I don't know how you made all the way out here into Arcadia, but...
Wise.
Congratulations.
Well, in terms of seeking out an Uber service, could definitely do a lot worse than Domino taxis.
Oh, darling, everything I do is perfect.
Exactly.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Cute, adorable little kitten.
So what would be the deal?
I have a rival, darling, who has something that I want. You go and acquire it for me, and I will help you get back to Earth. And perhaps I'll even throw in a little help with your dear friend Jack.
Cody, you are the champion.
Very well, we shall do this.
Wonderful, darlings, wonderful.
Fucking works for me. Send Domino after the Jack. He wouldn't be expecting that.
Well, darlings, you can find that I can be very reasonable if you do something for me. I am more than willing to assist you with your little Jack problem if you help me with this.
We help you find the thing that you're looking for, and then you put Jack in the box. We all walk away happy.
And Domino will reach out his hand to shake.
And which hand is Wernie going to stick out?
Lower left.
No, Kelvin, you don't need to. And he already shook his hand.
And I think that will be the end of this week's session because I now have to go and completely set up a new little plot line because of that particular botch. But don't worry, this will help deal with Jack. If you guys do this right, this will deal with Jack for you.
Isn't this Moriarty's last session, though?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
I was planning to leave this game so that I could actively sleep instead of being up 12 hours before this, then through this game, then through the next game.
No, that totally fucking makes sense. Your scheduling.
Yeah. So I intended to leave this game for a while now. I don't know. I think I announced that a while back, but
If you did, I forgot.
it's been a little bit. And I got with Kerr and I said, hey, you should probably actually make one of these actively in my last one.
So that's friggin' sucks. But meanwhile, Kerr, so what is the status on all the plot material that you had planned coming up? Okay.
Oh, no.
He's going to kill me.
Don't worry, I'll just make up some new stuff. I suppose the best way to kill the archer I crafted to try to kill you all is to have him kill himself is the most effective way.
Don't worry, Portia. Look out to the horizon. Wait, you can't see it.
No, it's just this is once a fucking again. Kerr had the perfect thing set up. This magnificent, wonderful battle planned out. It was going to be great. It was going to be multifaceted and multi-staged, and then somebody pulls some bullshit and it destroys it.
That's a mage.
That's a mage.
Which is every game that Kerr runs, somebody just goes, "Are these your plans?" Blech.
Yeah, no, it's like he had C rank anti-magic, so he can negate up to 2 spells used against him per turn. So you guys are going to have to work together to even try to penetrate his magic defense. And he has attacks that you can't dodge, you have to block. So it's like, I was going to make you guys have to really work to defend yourselves while figuring out how you're going to get through to him. And I had his ultimate nuke button that he was going to use every couple of rounds that you guys are going to have to figure out how to deal with. And Yeah, no, then you guys just figured, well, we're just going to tactically nuke him with himself.
See, I would like to point out, if this were an anime, the next episode would open up with Jack just staring at the camera, eye twitching, looking really fucking pissed off. Camera pans around. There's the smoldering wreckage of his giant robot assassin.
I'm sorry, Portia, but you need to describe Type Moon better.
Oh, don't worry. Considering that time goes differently in Arcadia, by the time you guys get back, it's literally going to be like 3 seconds after the explosion happened.
Depending on what type of deal we make with the bird person.
Don't worry, everything will be fine. I'm totally not plotting my revenge. I mean, hi everyone, how you doing? I love everybody. I will kill you all.
Put that into chat.
I will end you all. You abandon the fires of heck with
You
my
wanted
heck
me.
puppies.
And Werenimal didn't get to use his gun emplacement. That would have been fun.
Oh,
I'm assuming that's
yeah.
what he was planning. I'm assuming that's what Cody was planning. He was going to mount a gun.
Not just
Big
any
gun for the muff.
I was gonna be summoning a GAU-8 Avenger.
Joke.
A 30 millimeter hydraulically driven 7-barrel Gatling style autocannon.
You were going to Bert him a question.
Yes.
Alright, but yes, I think
This
that is
thing-
it for...
This thing burns through his entire ammo in 18 seconds.
Yep. And if it were to... And the main usage of the GAU-8 is in the A-10 Warthog, which, if it fired off its entire ammunition supply in one go, it would actually fall out of the sky because the plane would drop below its stall velocity from the recoil. It has to fire it off in like 2 and 3 second bursts. Also, fun fact, the A-10 Warthog was designed from the ground up around the GAU-8. The GAU-8, after they built it, some engineer was just like, we gotta put wings on this bitch.
By the way, you can thank Tiberian for the idea of summoning that.
Alright.
I want to put stuff away, but it's like night.
I hope everyone did enjoy the game, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you for
fucking
running.
amazing.
As always.
Fucking nuking my plans. Should have seen that coming.
And now that there's no evening D&D type stuff, I can sleep.
Technically speaking,
Sleepy.
Kerr, technically speaking, you nuked your own plans.
Stop it yourself.
I didn't expect you to yeet Portia behind him.
I wasn't expecting to be yeeted, but I'm not saying no.
My favorite part about that whole thing is that I just knew that you had that plan. So I was waiting to drop that bombshell of where I was teleporting her for the right moment. Because I could tell that you had a plan there.
The next time that Kerr visits, it's just gonna be, hey hun, left hook.
Better
That's
than
the way that
Warren's
this is
plan.
gonna
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
go. RKO out of nowhere.
I'm gonna use my staff and bonk.
No, not
Next
bonk.
turn.
Like, who are you going to bonk?
Kerr.
Yes.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you lots.
Mm-hmm.
Lots and lots and lots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, he's still going to kill you.
All right, everyone. Thank you all for coming for today's game. We really appreciate it.
In my mind's eye, he's saying this while he's sharpening a dagger.
What? Me? No. I don't know what you're talking about. Say hi, please. Say hi, Kun. Stab. Stab. Stab.
Fine.
Okay, so before I wrap up the recording here, looks like we've got $30 of over tipping, which is going to go towards the CC stuff.
Wait,
So I'll
overtipping
update
is
that,
going towards CC?
specifically the cost of cremation and putting her to sleep. Could have gone cheaper, but that would have involved handing her to them, and they put her to sleep at some point without us there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cost for putting CC to sleep with us being there was about a little over $200. The cost for not doing it and just giving her to the Humane Society and saying, "Yeah, we'll just get her ashes back eventually," was 45. And it's like, I'm not just giving the cat up to that. I will pay the.
This is the dankest dungeon.
Tanya Sapien tipped $5.
Thank you for that tip, Tanya. I do
We
appreciate
appreciate it.
Altogether, the costs were about $500. And, well, we were not anticipating such an expense, and yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally fucking get how that. Like, it's bad enough that you're losing a beloved pet, but when you're living when you're living paycheck to paycheck, or in your case stream to stream, and you get hit with a massive debt out of nowhere like that, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. I was just astounded by how much it was.
Apparently for my mom, for their dog, which they just had to put their dog down recently, it was only $67. But here it is a lot more. But anyways.
Yeah, when I die, don't even spend money on the cremation. Just throw me in a ditch somewhere. It's cheaper.
No, that way you'll rise back up.
But anyways,
giving away
thank
my
you
plans.
everybody for joining us today for Horizon Lost World of Darkness Mage. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around. as well as by subscribing to our YouTube, grabbing some merch over at zgfgaming.store, or by tipping directly, as we were just talking about needing that help a bit more immediately. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Alright, I am going to go get